here we are back again with more Dragon Age Origins Awakening. And we're almost to the end. Pretty much I just have to go and do the final mission. I think I'm all set to go. I should probably loot. Did I just get one of the best things ever? I almost forgot about this one. Yeah. So this is a staff. It's my favorite staff. Lamppost in winter. It does cold damage. I don't know that it's as good as the Staff of the Lost, though. I just think it's cool, you know? Like, it's just pretty cool. Flemeth's Broomstick is also a good one. I just think these guys are... Is he still shine? Is he still sparkling? I think he is, but I don't see anything else to loot, so... Oh well. Oh well.
The story of your bravery will never be forgotten.
I'm so glad that I saved... So yeah, we saved the city of Amaranthine instead of burning it to the ground. That's usually what I choose to do, to be honest. I don't like burning it. It goes against my nice person sensibilities. And so, yeah, I usually choose not to. I did it like once. I burned the city. And I didn't like it. I didn't really like how it turned out, so I usually choose not to. I usually save the city. It generally means, I think, supposedly, like, it means that there's a little more damage to the Vigil. But if you do all of the side quests to, like, rebuild the Vigil and strengthen the defenses and stuff, it's fine. Like, it's totally fine. So let's go.
You've saved us, thank you.
Yeah. So yeah, the only place to go now is the lair of the mother. We now have to deal with, you know, the actual bad guys in this situation. The architect and the mother. Dragonbone Wastes. Alright. Good. Good, good. Already got some dark spawn up here. Surprise, surprise. Do I have any? I don't see any mages here, so I'm just gonna...
This should be easy enough.
Everybody's like doing okay on health, I think, for now at least, so...
Done well.
Yeah, that was fine.
Right. On it.
Gonna save. I feel a little bit weird sitting here the way I am right now because I just got a new setup for my microphone. The microphone is the same, but I got an arm for it that clamps to my desk instead of having to sit it on my desk. Which means I can, like, I actually have a better view of the screen now, and I'm a little bit farther away from it than I have been, which is better in many ways, but it's also a little bit weird to get used to, because I'm really used to having to lean in pretty close to get to be close to my microphone, because my microphone was always having to sit on the desk, like, right next to my monitor, and now the microphone is actually, like, close to my face, and I can sit a little bit back from the monitor while I record, which is a much more comfortable position, let me tell you. It's just a little bit strange, too. I'm gonna save again, because I'm still worried about these dang crashes. Oh, there's a guy up here. Hang on, guys. Stop. I'm gonna go ahead and just...
I'm your guard.
I'm done with
Okay, this is good. They're fighting each other, apparently.
Let's fight in more time, brother.
Is there another one? Oh god, there is. Okay. Nathaniel.
As you wish.
Oh dear. He has justice. Okay, now we can get to the armored ogre, hopefully, without any more bad incidents. Justice, can you take a health potion, please?
Time for some fun. No mercy.
Alright. Alright, good. I think we did good. Nobody
This should be
died.
easy enough.
I like it when nobody dies. There's a note here. What's this note say?
Right.
Drake's Fall. I want to read this. Legends speak of a place where dragons go to die. In the far south, in the lands of the barbarian tribes, that's for Eldon. It is said that a dragon at the end of her days lies down and allows the bitter cold to take her. It is not just a legend. I have seen Drake's Fall with my own eyes, the ancient bones of these grand beasts piled atop one another. I felt the power that suffused this place, and knew the Imperium would claim it. We built a city on the bones. We delved deep into the earth, collecting what remained of the primordial dragons who were so like our old gods. With these bones we created staves for our magisters, armor for our warriors, and crowns for our archons. We fashioned phylacteries to hold our blood and sarcophagi to hold our bodies, and prayed they would make us immortal. Interesting. Don't think that worked for you, but interesting nonetheless. Oh, I don't want to miss anything. Pile of bones. I mean, at this point, it's a bunch of stuff that I'm not gonna have any use for, but I'm still gonna loot it all anyway, because you just never know, right? Like, even considering the fact that I'm gonna play Witch Hunt after this, Witch Hunt isn't even enough of a piece of content to warrant looting a bunch of things around here, because Witch Hunt is at most maybe 4 hours. By the way, Witch Hunt, which I will begin immediately upon finishing this, I figure will probably take somewhere in the range of 3 to 5 episodes. Something like that. All of these, literally all of these are sustained modes. Yeah, and this one is too. Like, what the heck, dude? That's a lot of sustained modes. Just gonna give myself a bunch of stuff that I'm not gonna use. And same with Sigrun at this point, too. Alright. Alright, ladies and gents, let's do this.
Darkspawn, destroy it.
Hold. I'm gonna let them wail on each other for a little bit. don't see any reason to not. Alright, this guy's breaking off, so let's grab him. Okay. That's a thing that just happened.
Let's get
Okay.
started.
Oh, goodness.
Let's get started. Here we go. Move and carry. Strike it. Kill. No water.
Sorry, Sigrun, you might be on your own here, girl. Okay, so I probably won't show you all of the failed attempts, but trust me when I say this is the 4th attempt in this fight. 3 crashes have occurred. The game is continually crashing during this fight. So I'm not gonna bother, I'm gonna cheat it. I'm gonna cheat, and I'm gonna just skip it.
Present creatures.
Alright. That did not pop. That did not kill the high dragon. Okay. Sure. Yeah, there was. What are you talking about? I could have sworn I just looked it up. I literally just looked it up, and that's what it told me to do. Okay. Well, let's just do it this way then. There we go. Anyway. So that's the dragon fight. Yay. Is it dropping anything? No? Okay, that's fine. I don't care that I guess it doesn't
Let's get
matter that it
started.
doesn't drop anything, but whatevs. Okay, so hopefully that won't do that again. Hopefully I can get through the rest of this without having to cheat it, but we'll see. I don't know. If it, I mean, like honestly, I'm down to 0 patience with the crashing. So, like, if it does it even one more time, I'm literally just gonna run through this and kill everything with the command prompt. I'm not even gonna no, I'm not even gonna bother.
This should be easy enough. Let's get started.
Like, there's just there's 0 patience here for what's going on,
It's
so.
either you or me, and it isn't going to be me. Is that all you've got?
We're just gonna keep going.
Dark spawn approach. Watch for their blood.
Oh, hey you. You're cute. It's not gonna happen. Oh, really? You didn't die. Okay. Good, good. Yeah, I want you all on the disciple.
Got no match for me!
Okay.
On your guard. Let's start.
Time to die!
Okay. Here we go.
it.
flesh pod. Lovely. I need a flesh pod.
Right. On it.
Like I really need more money at this point. I don't need more money. It's really the last thing I need. Nathaniel also leveled, which is nice. I guess it's nice. I don't know what else to do for you. Heartseeker, sure, that sounds good. Another socket, and there's one more flesh pod over here. It's good. There's more flesh pods.
This should be easy enough.
No, don't do that, guys. Oh, sweet mother of God. Okay, good. So, I've acquired a thing. Alright, fine. Just take care of them.
Let's get started. Let's make this quick, shall we? This should be easy enough. You had it coming. Excellent!
Another crystal, okay. More crystal.
Present creatures.
Ugh. They are cursed creatures, let me tell ya. They're nasty sons of bitches.
On it. As much. Time for some fun.
Okay.
A little frantic. Obviously watch. Let's get started.
Okay, good. Let's save again. There's a dead bug. Oh good, an autosave. I love those. They're my favorites.
And so we meet again. No, Uther. That is not how this must begin. I owe you an apology, Commander. When last we met, I intended to explain myself. Fate, however, intervened.
I escaped, you mean?
I restrained you, only to prevent the misunderstanding that occurred with the rest of your order.
Be careful, Warden. This creature will attempt to trick you.
I sent the Withered to ask for the Grey Warden's help. I should have anticipated that you might view our approach as an attack. I am rarely able to judge how your kind will react. It was most unfortunate.
Unfortunate? You took those men and bled them dry.
The Grey Wardens that were brought to me were already dead. I took their blood just as I took yours, because I had little choice. Things have not gone as I planned. I only ask that you hear me out. Should you still wish to slay me afterwards, you may try.
Fine, I will hear you out. I at least hear people out.
My kind has ever been driven to seek out the old gods.
Yeah?
This is our nature. When we find one, a blight is begun. Each time we attack your surface lands and you fight back until we are defeated. To break the cycle, my brethren must be freed of their compulsion. For that, I need Grey Warden blood.
You're trying to stop the blights.
Hundreds of thousands of my kind are killed before each blight is ended. It is a plague on our race. We do not begin a blight because we crave power or destruction. We obey the call of the old gods without choice.
Why do you need Warden's blood?
In order to become what you are, you drink the blood of my kind. To transform. Similarly, we must transform. I have created a version of your joining that uses the blood of Grey Wardens. You take the taint into yourself. What we take is your resistance. That is how my brethren are freed. In your blood lies the key to their immunity against the call of the old gods.
Some new Darkspawn seem intelligent, others are insane.
Once they are freed...
Yeah, like the mother, she's
the
insane.
Darkspawn think for themselves. They speak. They act. Some, however, have reacted poorly. They are flawed, and they rage against me. The mother gathers them to stop me, as she seeks to stop you. I cannot defeat the mother alone, and I cannot free the Darkspawn unless she is defeated. Our goals are the same.
Kill this creature now, lest it makes things worse than they already are.
Yeah,
do what is right, and
I
do
don't
not
think this
waver.
is a good idea.
This reeks of stupid. The last thing we need is more Darkspawn thinking for themselves.
Darkspawn or no, he has a good point. Do we really want to keep killing each other forever?
Help me kill the mother, and after it is done, I will leave to continue my work.
So what is this mother exactly?
My most flawed creation. Freedom drove her mad, and she has poisoned the minds of the others. She has influence with the ones who have not been freed, and she gathers them as an army. I do not seek to rule, my brethren. I only seek to release them from their chains.
How did you become freed?
I was born as I am, an outsider amongst my kind. Why? I do not know. Why do some of your kind become Grey Wardens? Why do some possess magic? I have no answers.
Yeah, that's stupid. They don't have a will of their own. That's not a thing. Yeah, no, so, okay. This is the choice that I was talking about that's actually kind of tricky and really morally ambiguous. Even more so, I think, than, like, whether to save Amaranthine or not. So, okay. The Architect is yet another of BioWare's classic well-intentioned extremists, right? He wants to do ultimately a good thing, right? He wants to stop the Blights, which is essentially the same goal that the Grey Wardens have, right? Which is to end the Blights. The means that he's using to go about it are a little bit fucked up. Actually, in the backstory of this, what he's not saying is that he is actually responsible for the start of the blight that Ariadne just ended in the main game of Origins. He inadvertently began it because he was like trying to find an old god to, I don't know, mess with or something to try and break the cycle, and it just fucked up. So basically, like, all of his plans have fucked up in some really major way. Like, he started the blight. He created the mother. He's trying to do good, but he's obviously fucked up a lot. Like, wow. So it's one of those things where it's like, well, he's trying to do good. He could be an ally, maybe. He could make some of the Darkspawn allies, potentially. In theory, if he doesn't fuck up again. But he's already fucked up a bunch. And do you want to take that risk? Do you want to take the risk of him making more mothers and starting more blights inadvertently, or, you know, possibly even worse things, right? Because who the hell knows what he could do with all of his dicking around with magic, and because I mean it is essentially blood magic, right? What the Grey Wardens do is blood magic. He's dicking around, and anything to do with blood that's, you know, magical in Dragon Age is is by definition blood magic, and it is potentially very risky, right? It carries a certain kind of risk, as we can see here. So the question is then, like, so what do I do? Do I kill this guy and end all risk, but also end the possibility that he might actually do what he intends to do, which is end the blights? Or do I take the chance and potentially have something even worse come along, right? So that's the conundrum. I've done it both ways. I don't have a good answer for this. Like, most, in all honesty, most decisions in these games, I tend to have like one particular way that I prefer to do things in most Dragon Age games. This is one of the few decisions in the games that I've never come to a particularly good conclusion about one way or the other. I've done it both ways, and, you know, I mean, nothing really seems to come of it either way, like in terms of like actual effects in the later games. Like, nothing really changes ultimately about any of the later games because of this decision. But just like in theory, right? As a decision, as a moral and ethical decision that you're making, it is one of the ones that's like, I don't know. I honestly couldn't tell you one way or the other. It's a pretty good one, actually. It's one of them. It's like, this is the thing that I like Awakening for. This is the moment, right? This is the moment that I'm like, oh, okay, this is all right. I don't like a lot of the rest of Awakening all that much, but I do like this decision. It's one of my favorites in the franchise, just because it is so. I mean, it's like there is no good choice, right? There's no good choice. There's no really. They're both pretty shitty. They're both pretty shitty choices, right? I think. So, like, and ultimately, this decision for me just comes down to roleplay. It comes down to the kind of character that I'm playing at this point, right? So sometimes I've played a character who's super merciful, and it's like, okay, well, I'll give you a chance. And sometimes I'm playing a character who's a little more hardline, like, nope, you're a darkspawn, you die. I think in this case, at this point, Ariadne is probably more of a hardliner. So I sort of decided, finally in my head, not all that long ago, like maybe a few hours ago, as I was contemplating how I was going to play this out, I think for this playthrough, for this Let's Play, I am going to kill the Architect. But, I don't know. I'm going to kill him. Let me know, like, talk about it in the comments. Let me know. What did you do? What is your preference? Which one do you think is the best way to go? I genuinely don't know. Like I said, I've done it both ways. I've played this game several times, and I kind of switched back and forth between killing him and leaving him alive, because I honestly can't decide, like, which one is sort of objectively the quote-unquote better choice. I really can't. It's just kind of up in the air for me. So I think for purposes of this playthrough, I'm gonna kill him. But I certainly am not definitively saying that I think this is the best choice. I don't. I don't think either of them are necessarily the best choice. But I'm interested to hear what people's reasoning is for making the decision they made in this particular moment, if you're interested in sharing. So anyway, I'm going to go with no. I will not help you. This ends here.
But we could have stopped this cycle of blights and old gods.
How very unfortunate. But I cannot blame you. You are as bound to your nature as we are to ours. I am sorry, Uther. It appears that I will not be able to keep my promise after all.
Bye, Uther.
You will have to forgive me, Commander, for fighting to preserve my destiny.
Yep. Aw, really? It didn't work? This is probably gonna crash my game. This is probably gonna crash my game. The only issue that I'm afraid of right now is that this fight is gonna crash my game, and I'm gonna have to just skip this fight entirely. I do actually like this fight. It's a difficult fight, but it's fun. But I am just absolutely terrified that it's not gonna work. So, like, cross your fingers, guys, because I do want to actually show you this fight. I'm hoping to God that it'll work.
Let's make this quick. Shall we?
Sorry, guys.
This should be easy enough.
Okay, Sigrun, you need a... Yeah, Sigrun, you need another one. Justice, you also need one.
Ready and waiting. Ready.
You need a stamina. And so does Nathaniel, really.
What needs killing?
Show weakness. It's either you or me. It's going to be me.
At least we're managing to interrupt him. For the most part. Like, I've seen several interrupts on him already, so that's good. Nathaniel. I need both one of these. Come on, dude, take your health potion. Drink it down, buddy, even though it's actually a poultice and you shouldn't be drinking it. That's okay. Ooh, the architect is on Nathaniel hardcore. I'm gonna dump a life ward on him. Because I'm not sure if he's gonna survive this otherwise. He's almost down though.
Let's get started.
So I'm really hoping...
Time for you.
There we go, we got him. Sweet.
On it.
I got him, and God bless, there's no, And there's Uther. Sorry, Uther. Uther is actually a really interesting character. If you haven't, I do actually, like, I've said this before, and I'm probably gonna say it about 5 more times, but, if you have the opportunity, and you're a fan, you like Dragon Age, for God's sake, read the novels. The tie-in novels are actually pretty good. The first 3 of them, which are The Stolen Throne, The Calling, and Asunder, were written by the series' original lead writer, David Gator. Which means that, like, whatever else you think of the guy, the writer, he at least, like, he knows his stuff, you know, like, he knows this, he created the world. He basically, you know, the world is essentially his creation, more or less. Obviously, a lot of people worked on you know, this IP, and putting this IP together, but he was the lead writer on it. He was the guy directing things when the world was created. He knows his stuff. He wrote the first 3 novels, the first 3 tie-in novels himself, and they're pretty good for the most part. He's a decent writer, David Gator. You know, I can't fault the guy. The series' current lead writer, Patrick Weeks, wrote the most recent novel, The Masked Empire, which is also quite good. And Patrick Weeks is, personally, I really like, I think Patrick Weeks is a fantastic writer. He has his own novels. He's written a trilogy, actually. They're like comedy fantasy novels, sort of in the vein. I don't want to ascribe like too much literary merit to him. No offense, Patrick, but he is sort of like, if you're like a Terry Pratchett fan, it's sort of in that vein of humor, at least, if not, you know, as good literarily, but they're very excellent. They're called, the trilogy is called Rogues of the Republic. It's a very good trilogy. I highly recommend it. You can find it on Amazon. It goes on sale pretty regularly, actually. And anyway, he's the current lead writer of the series. He took over after Inquisition was released and David Gator left. Weeks took over. And yeah, I think he's going to be a great Helmer in terms of the writing for the foreseeable future. I think he's going to nail it out of the park. He wrote a number of the significant characters in Inquisition, especially, are his work. In particular, Solus, whom we will meet in Inquisition, is sort of his handiwork, and is a really fantastic and interesting character.
Is it just me, or do you actually think you have a chance? Honestly.
But yeah, so like, in terms of Dragon Age, like as a franchise, I think it's doing pretty well for itself, and there's a lot to look forward to in the franchise. Mass Effect maybe not so much anymore, but I don't want to get too off topic here. I have a lot of thoughts and feelings about Mass Effect and what might be happening with that. Most of them are not good, but in terms of Dragon Age, at least, I think we're doing pretty well for ourselves.
Right.
I really wish these guys would stop. What is this?
On it.
Let's get on this disciple, dude. Like, I really want to finish Awakening. But I'm still not even to the mother. Let's see here. Okay, let's grab this guy. Let's just, you know, be methodical about this. Okay, we need to take this one out. This one's almost dead.
This should be.
Okay, now what do we got? Let's take out this guy.
What is my task?
Okay. Let me get these. I want to take these yellow dudes out pretty quick, I think.
This one's
Oh dear.
Get started.
Someone overwhelmed me. Get off of me, dude! Okay, that's enough.
Weapons at the ready. Or do you actually think you have
Alright. We do it?
Right.
Alright. Oh my lord. Nathaniel, if you please, sir. Thank you. Flesh pod. So what these crystals and sockets are doing,
This should be easy enough.
as you can possibly see,
On it.
on the right side of my screen here, I have a little wheelie thing. And, yeah, that's what they're for, is these little, I'm potentially gonna be getting some extra, you get some extra little powers and stuff. So one of these is called Tower of Healing, right? One's called Tower of Trauma, which is a stun, it's like Mind Blast. Tower of Flame, blast a single target with fire. And then the Architect's Pyre, that's the fourth and final one. It is basically if you, you know, if you ally with the Architect, then he will give you that power. So I don't have all of the crystals. Like, I don't want to end yet. I know I'm running a little long, but I don't want to end yet because I literally, like, I just need to get this last crystal in place. And then we're going to fight the mother, and then that's it. It's over as soon as the fight's done. We'll just get the epilogue slides, you know? So, like, I don't want to... I don't want to end now and then have like the next episode be 10 minutes long while I finish up, while we just get, you know, like the final
Let's get
fight
started.
and the epilogue slides.
On it.
Okay, that's not what I was looking for. I must have missed one way the hell back here somewhere. Huh. Is it on this guy?
Right.
Nope. Oh, there's a chest over here. I bet that's where it is.
Immediately.
Sure enough, there it is. Alright. Alright, let's go back then.